ever put on like a commercial or like look at a movie screen and you're like, wow, I almost banged that guy. We almost banged. Just me? I don't know. But hey guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Rough on Uncut, a behind the scenes take look on everyday life. If you're new to this podcast or this video podcast, welcome. And just so you know, I love you. I love you so much. Kiss me. And today I want to talk about something that is very annoying. It's an annoying topic. I was thinking about whether or not I want to do this, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to. So it's about pretty privilege. Yes, something that is very narcissistic and very, very annoying for you to hear about, but pretty privilege is basically when a person is so beautiful or so like based on society standards and just what is seen as conventionally attractive, they're just seen as beautiful, lusted after, the most gorgeous men you've ever met in your life, and they get whatever they want. They get advantages. But let me start off by saying there's different levels of privilege. Everyone's privileged in some regard, whether it's pretty privilege, white privilege, which is anywhere, literally anything that's colonized by Europe in the past. If you're white, that's it. You fit in, you blend in. Good for you. Congratulations. I'm going to continue getting followed around with CVS for just trying to get some gum, but whatever. You do you. You do you. But with pretty privilege, it's something that I have had. Unfortunately for me, I'm just like, oh my god, people think I'm gorgeous. Yes. And basically what pretty privilege is for me personally is just that I am at certain advantages than other people. And look, this may make me sound narcissistic or into myself or just in love with myself, but I feel like there's nothing wrong with admitting or knowing that you are an attractive person. You have high self-esteem and you actually see yourself as attractive. Like, I don't go on anyone else's bullshit where they're just like, oh my god, you're so hot, you're so gorgeous, I just want to fuck you right now and wherever you want. I just want you to take me behind those bushes and have your way with me. I'm just like, no, thank you, madam, I'm not interested. But I know I'm at an advantage and I know I am attractive. And I know I'm attractive because of how I feel and how I look at myself. I look at myself and I see myself as attractive. I don't give a fuck about what anyone else says. I don't give a fuck about what you may say. I don't give a fuck if people don't find me attractive. I find me attractive, and that's what makes me beautiful. Because you don't know you're beautiful. And that's what makes you beautiful. One Direction. Whatever happened to Zayn? Is he still alive? I don't know. He went solo and then disappeared. That's it. I mean, he's probably alive. His career isn't, but he'll show up. But anyway, what pretty privilege for me is, yeah, I've been at advantages where I get things, I don't want to say handed to me, but I'm at a slightly more advantage in certain aspects than other people who aren't seen as conventionally attractive. And that's basically what I'm going off of, is what is seen as conventionally attractive. Like I always say, if I was a big burly man with a beard, that's it. I'd be unstoppable. And 6'2", unstoppable. Actually, that's actually described my ex, a big burly white man with a beard. He is hoeing in New York City right now, so if you go on Tinder and you see a man named Dave, girl, it be him. Tell him I said hi. But good for him. We're on good terms. I don't know why I'm adding this. This is in here. I'm not editing this. The thing with Rough on Uncut is all one take, so if I say things, it's in there. It's alright, anyway. So yeah, I've been handed like things, and I have more advantage than other people. Like for example, social media. Social media, it's all about looks. It's all about just like how you look like, and it's all about just like taking an underwear selfie with an inspirational quote being with like, no one can judge me but myself. Judgment only judges how you feel about the way you are. And it's just like my ass out and like staring at a window in fucking France because my sugar daddy paid for it. So yeah, social media, I'm at an advantage if I wanted to like hoe out and like thought around like that. And just like set up thirst traps. And same thing with just certain environments. Just like people are generally nicer to you when you are seen as more attractive. People are willing to do more for you, pay for things, offer you things, help you out financially, and help you out just materialistically in any way possible because they think you're attractive, and they're just like, they try to line that up with being just a generally like good person, so they'll try to look for the good in you, even if some people who are pretty gorgeous, that's the thing with me, just like I will see someone who's like, you know, a sexy man sculpted by the gods, working for men.com probably, and just like, I know that they're a piece of shit in real life. Like, their personality sucks, and that's what does it for me. Like, you can look any way possible. I can find you aesthetically pleasing, but the minute I find that you're an asshole, showing off your asshole everywhere, just like a whole fist right in, then that's when I see you as unattractive. Like, that's what like turns me off. That really is just like what kind of like puts it down for me. And that is something that a lot of people see with me personally, because with pretty privilege just also comes disadvantages of being pretty or attractive or like being the way I am or having the certain body that I have. It also puts me at a disadvantage, and it's also something that's very annoying for me to live through and do. And I know this is so annoying, being this like, you don't understand how hard it is being so fucking beautiful and having so many people want you, having my DMs blow up like whoa, having to take breaks from Instagram because you just can't handle the pressure. It's way too much. But yeah, it does come with disadvantages. Like, because of how my body is and how I take care of it and how I was like lucky with good genetics on how I'm like able to build muscle fast, and also I'm able to, I just have I have a proportional face. I like my face a lot. I'm just like, that's one of the things I find most attractive of a person is your face. And I lucked out. I'm just like, you know what? I like my face. But because of the way I look, everyone kind of associates me with the general stereotypical like Instagram bots or like Insta-gays, where they're just like hanging out with their ass out and just like, they see like a whole hunk of meat and there's like not that much going on, and they assume that I'm someone who's just like highly sexual or just like wants to just do dirty things to you and without your mother finding out, or just like hits you up on Grindr and just like has their way with you and then releases you off in the streets, slaps you in the face and calls you Nancy. And that's just not me. And I'm someone who, I care about people. I really like to get to know people. I really like to get to actually experience just another human being and actually have normal experiences with you. I don't want to just have sex. I don't want to just hook up. And honestly, I don't really like, not that I don't like sex, but I don't like hookups. I don't like random sex. I don't like sex with people I don't feel comfortable with, or I don't have trust with, or don't actually just like have these experiences with, because it's like, I feel it's wrong to me. Like I used to, I had my whole phase where just like, I'm just like, you know what, let's go out and have a good time, because you know what? Fuck boys. So I'm gonna fuck boys. Alright, girls? Yes! And then like, I would like go out and like have sex with people, and then I'd feel fucking depressed. And the whole thing with my therapist was basically that that was me acting out with acts of loneliness. Like, I felt so lonely and with a lack of intimacy that I would just seek physical attraction, seek physical impact with another person or a physical connection, and connect that with being wanted or desired, and just relate that to wanting to be with someone, or relate that to actual intimacy, which it wasn't. And that's why I would get depressed. I would like severely depressed afterwards, and that's why I don't do hookups now, because I don't want to do that, and it's also something that I know I don't feel comfortable with, or something I desire to do, and I also don't have that feeling of loneliness anymore. Ever since like I've been like working on myself and getting my shit together, I focus on me. I only put me first, and I really want to do what's best for me, because I'm that bitch, and I deserve myself. And that's why like a lot of these people sleep around and everything, because they're looking for that intimacy, or they're looking for that affirmation that they are a valuable person, or that they mean something. They do that through their bodies, and they do that through trying to be with somebody and trying to be somebody and feel like a somebody, because they're being wanted by so many people. And I'm getting off track. That's a completely different topic, but it's kind of relevant. With pretty privilege. It's just that people see me as someone who sleeps around, or someone who's a giant slut. And I have no problem with people who sleep around. Just like, if you do it, you do you, boo. No one's stopping you. Just be safe, be protected. Stop giving everybody gonorrhea. Like, I'm tired of just like going on Grindr or the Scruff and just to like see what's out there, and then I get hit up. It's like, oh hey, you on prep? Because like, I just want to fill you with my children. I'm just like, do I look like a school bus? I don't think so. No, ma'am. I was like, nah, brah, that ain't me. And everyone always thinks that there's, like, I don't know, STDs don't exist, or they'll be like, I'll just take an antibiotic and I'll be fine in like 3 weeks. I'm just like, that's your life. You do you, but not for me. So yeah, everyone thinks that I give off that vibe, and that was a problem with me with modeling. And even doing photography, like people would approach me or like try to proposition me for sex, and think that I'm just like open and loose. Or like if I post a picture on Instagram because I'm proud of my body, it's like I'm inviting people to have sex with me, and I'm just like, that's not what I want. I'm just expressing how I look, and I'm proud of how my body is, and I like the photo, which is important with me too, is if the photo looks good. Because if it's just like, if it's just a photo with my ass out, just like, hey boys, you want it? I'm probably not gonna post it, because it's not something that really describes me as a person. But if it's more towards my art form, then yeah, I'll put it on my Instagram. So there's that with pretty privilege with me. There's also the fact that a lot of people assume just the worst characteristics of me. Like, they'll just see me as just a body, and that's all they'll pay attention to. Like, if I want to be seen or known for something, I want to be known for my artwork. I want to be known for being creative, being funny, being a good writer, being talented, actually being hardworking. I'm able to like have my own freelance business that's helped pay for all this like furniture over here. Think YouTube paid me? YouTube don't give me shit. And I worked hard for everything I have. I don't have a lot, but for everything I have, I'm thankful for, and I worked hard, and I busted my ass to actually get it. And people don't see that. They'll just see a body. They'll just see me as how I look, and they don't really care for who I am as a person. And that's something that really turns me off, and that's actually why I don't really do modeling anymore either, because it's like, people would see me just for a pretty face, and I'm so much more than that. And I know I'm more than that, and I don't want to settle for anyone who makes me feel less than that, or who doesn't see all the good aspects that I have as a person. And that's always been a huge turnoff for me. Like if it's someone who just wants sex, or someone who just wants me for my body, or says that I'm attractive, I'm beautiful, I'm gorgeous, that ass though. Like those aren't even compliments to me anymore. Like I'll get that on my Instagram and my photos. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like people will tell me I'm hot, people will tell me I'm attractive, people will say blah 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 my body. And I'm just like, okay. Like I'm so unfazed by it. It's not a compliment anymore. It just exists. But when people are just like, wow, you're so funny, wow, this sketch took a lot of time, wow, the editing was good, wow, I really like this photo that you took. When people actually compliment on the things that matter to me, the people that express me as a person, then I'm just like, the panty's coming off. That's it. Because like, I care about being seen as a person. Because that's what I want to leave the legacy for my children, just to know me, that their father is someone who works hard, and someone who's talented, and someone who gave a lot and gave all their effort. Not someone who just like has their ass up, just like, look here boys, woohoo! I have a tattoo that says insert 25 cents right above my butthole. It's like, no. That's just me. That's what I want to leave behind. And that's why it's also hard to date. Because a lot of people will see me and either think that I want sex, or they'll know that I'm just a nice person, and just like, I'll try to be nice to you, I'll see you as a friend. Like if I don't really, it's hard for me to actually like feel a connection with someone like that I want to go more with, that I want to be intimate with, that I actually want to see as, that I actually want to have a partner with that person, or be a partner with that person. And I just am a nice person. Like I see the good in people, I see the good in everyone, and I think everyone's great. Everyone has their own story. I'm always there to listen. I always like am fascinated by like another person. So I like going on dates just to get to know somebody. But they'll see that and they'll think, oh my god, he's so attractive. And he's nice. We're soulmates. I feel a connection. They'll see me being nice and mistake that for chemistry, when a lot of time it's not like that. Because if we don't have anything in common, it's a very dry conversation, or we're like looking for things like the pull conversation, because like it's just running flat and we're just not feeling it, and it doesn't, and conversation and just like actions don't happen organically and you have to force it to happen, then we're probably not right for each other. It just that's how it is. Like from the back, from the first date, you're normally able to tell whether you want to see more of that person, or you just kind of see that person as just a friend, or you're just like looking at your clock, just like, all right, when am I going to fake my death? Because I can't do this anymore. I'm dying now. And that's also been a problem with like dating for me too, because I don't like to rush into things, and I don't like to just be seen for a pretty face. It's the most annoying thing in the world for me, and that's something that I hate. I honestly hate like being seen as this way. And a lot of people might say I'm asking for it because of like, what I post, or just like what I have out there, or seeing things myself. But people are always going to say shit about me. Whether I post things, whether I don't post things, whether I exist, whether I don't exist. I get judged, I get looks. It's just how things are with me. But, I do have advantages. Like, I did get the model. That was cool. I do get good clients for photography. That's awesome. I am always like first choice for people when they need like a casting or need something. I've been to castings. I've met cool people. I met celebrities that just like, I got hit on by a famous YouTuber's boyfriend once, which was interesting. Very interesting. Very cute guy. But then they broke up and they both unfollowed me from Instagram. That was awkward. Cool people. I like them a lot. But yeah, that's the thing with being attractive. Like you get benefits, and you get like disadvantages. And I think that's the same thing with everything. And I feel like everybody has the potential to have this kind of privilege, because it's something that's fucking stupid. And it's just being seen as conventionally attractive. It's not saying that you're not attractive. It's not saying that you're not pretty. And it's not putting down anybody out there. It's just something that other people see you as. It's not just that some people like see themselves as like, I'm so fucking hot. I'm so fucking sexy. Oh my god, everyone just look at my titties. Aren't they amazing? Fuck, don't you want to fuck these titties, daddy? Don't you want to just take these titties and grab them? It's not just that. It's how other people see you. And a lot of that also carries along with confidence. If you have confidence in yourself, and you take care of your body, and you actually just are proud of the body you're in, whether it's you're just like a well-in-shape gymnast, or someone who's on the thicker side, or someone who's like, a little petite little rail thing who looks like they can eat a sandwich. You just have to have confidence in your body, and naturally you'll be seen as attractive by the right people, by the people who want to surround themselves with you, or be in your presence, or follow you on social media, which I fucking hate social media. That's my first episode. A lot of that ties into that. And a lot of people have these body image issues because they look at these people and they think, oh my god, that's what I want to be. And that's what's seen as hot. And yeah, a lot of things with these pretty people with the pretty privilege, who get into these nightclubs or get asked for sex by these OnlyFans gays, which is a thing that happens all the time. I swear, if I have like a history of always getting hit on by like these OnlyFans gays, and I have no problem with them. I'm cool with them. They're awesome. They're nice people. They're cool. Would I date them? No. And it's not just because they have pictures of the butthole every which way. That really doesn't bother me as much, until like we have like an intimate connection. Then I'm just like, can you not? Could you stop though? That's not okay. But my thing with them is just that a lot of them rely so much on their face and their body that it takes away from their personality, and I guess they think that that is part of their personality. Like I talked to one a couple of times. The second time we just like really, just like talked. And this was before they like really got invested in OnlyFans, and then like started putting their stuff out there and having sex with like everybody. But I started talking to them, and they were cool, and they were nice, but there was not that much conversation. It just ran dry, and he just said one-word phrases, and just thought, lol, huh, yeah, huh, yeah. I'm just like, wow, this is how this is going. This is it. You're just relying on your body. And then and they would always just say how attractive I look. Like, that is, affirmation for me, or something I care about, or I'm just like, yes, I know I look good, because I go to the gym every single day. I work hard on my body, I work hard on my diet, I take care of myself, I take care of my face, I take care of how I look. And not for anybody else, for myself, because I like the way I look and I want to keep looking this way because I like me. I love myself, so I want to take care of myself. That's why I do this. So I'm just like, I don't really need you to tell me how good I look. I'm just like, okay, thank you. I'm not going to blow off on something just like, how the fuck to tell you? How the fuck can you tell me that I look good? What the fuck is wrong with you? Do you not care about me? But, yeah, they'll say that, and I'll be like, oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, you look good too, blah, blah, blah. But that's it. Like, every time I'll try to make conversation, just like, okay, so, like, what do you normally do, like, when you're out with blah, 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 or, like, where do you normally go? And since everybody loves to travel, I love to travel. Do you love to travel? I fucking love traveling. I'd be surprised if someone said, hey, I don't like to travel. But the fact that that's in everyone's bio, and they think that that makes them unique or different, I'm just like, bitch, you every other gay, okay? Just, you don't have to. You just don't have to. Write something about you. Write something about you, boo-boo. That's all I'm saying. But I'll make conversation like that, or like try to actually start a conversation. It'll be like, yeah, that, and, you know, places. I'm just like, cool, awesome. And then they'll, you know, proposition me for sex. I'm just like, okay, this is where this is going. Thanks. Thank you. Next. So, that's about it. Cool. So I learned that a lot of people who rely on their looks so much, it's because, and the way they talk to me, I feel like that's what they expect for themselves or what they get for themselves. Like, you know, they get affirmation from their looks. They get affirmation by the way people compliment them or think about them. And honestly, I feel like if you really need the affirmation that much on your physical appearance, then that's something you really have to work on for yourself. Like, you can, it's no problem. Look, everyone wants to be liked. So I get that. I get, like, you know, wanting to be liked or wanting to be commented on or wanting, you know, people to say that you're attractive or pretty or beautiful and all that other stuff. But if you're not feeling yourself and you need affirmation from other people, like it's an actual need for you, then that's when it becomes a problem. Like, that's when it becomes just so, you're basically just like taking away any characterization of your personality, and you're just like relying so much on your physical appearance that it interferes with your identity of who you are as a person and how you actually interact with people and how you actually see the world and how the world actually sees you. But that's just me. That's what I think. I don't know. I mean, the constant plastic surgery some people have, like, you know, in order to keep their appearance up, that kind of says a lot too. I'm just saying. But anyway, this is no shade. This is just me talking facts. This is Rough Raw and Uncut. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and also listening to my podcast. These podcasts I'm trying to keep around like 20-25 minutes. If it's a long episode of me talking for 44 minutes, then girl, I got some tea for you. Anyway, also feel free to leave a comment below if you're watching on YouTube on what things you want me to talk about in the future. If you're subscribed to my Patreon, you get first dibs on what I will talk about. I also have like more tiers where I do have photos. I do include exclusive photos that I don't put on Instagram. Yes, they're a little bit raunchy, but they're not like, you know, picture my butt cheeks out or anything. It's literally just, it's more of my art photos that will get flagged on Instagram or just like have not really been seen. So, and also like excerpts from, I was doing a photography book for a while, or like working on it. I haven't actually posted it or like gone in progress of doing it yet. So I'm just collecting a bunch of photos for it now. So a lot of those photos will be up on that. I still have to get set up. So if you don't see anything for that tier yet, don't be surprised. I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. We're getting there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and also being a fan of me. I don't know why, but I feel you. This podcast is basically just a conversation between me and you, and letting me be a part of your life, because for years you guys been a part of mine, and I'm tired, so I'm gonna go. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Stay awesome!